Right, well I can't show you the scope cam on this one because I've misplaced the Allen key to get the thing off the bloody rifle. So we're going to do a comparison of the standard Katran magazine against the DARC magazine and the JCE Johnny Chew Engineering magazine. Do 5-shot groups of each. And as usual, it's a little bit breezy down here. That's not too bad. We'll see what we can do. And it's gonna pee it down in a minute. I can't count. Right. So next we'll do the DARC. Now the standard magazine, you just drop them in, keep going around, drop them in. This one you gotta flick the cover over. I'll have to try and get this right now. Do 5. Now to be honest, I've got no complaints with the standard magazine. And the JCE one, Johnny sent me that just to make sure it fitted the holder in the buttstock. The DARC one, I bought it just to see what it was like. Because I'm a twat. I just like gadgets and new things. I do believe that was 5. Yep. Now the DARC magazine does have a stop at last shot. So does the JCE one. Which is quite a handy feature to be fair. Especially if you're old and can't count properly like me. I don't think that the standard magazines are oversprung. I know when I first had my Ixia, that was oversprung, and that did use to damage pellets. So I got a magazine from Johnny, and that did tighten up the groups, to be fair. Don't screw it up now. Already here? Well, I think that's going to have to do it, because looking at that sky, it's going to dump it down in a minute.
Right, so onto the magazines then. With a standard one, it holds 18 pellets. That one, and doesn't have a stop for last pellet. DARC one, this one holds 18 pellets and has a stop when you're out. JCE one holds 17 pellets and has a stop when you're out. And the standard magazine, don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but people moan about the pellet falling out when you're loading it if you don't put your finger over the end, which it will do. But if you rotate the drum slightly past the opening on the other side, you can put the pellet in and it doesn't fall out. And rotate and rinse and repeat. But this doesn't work very well with pointed pellets, because the point tends to stick through and jam them, and it is a bit difficult to get it in the right spot. But it does work. That's the standard one. The DARC one's a little bit different. You've got to rotate the cover Obviously if you're loading the whole magazine, you'd wind it all the way around. Put your first pellet in, putting your finger over the end, and then once the first pellet's in, that drum's locked, and then you can just load up the rest of them like so. And the JCE one, you can rotate past the hole on the back and just load straight in, and that is just as simple as that. Rinse and repeat, making sure they are seated down properly. These are also held in with an O-ring so they shouldn't fall out, just like that. So now I'm going to have to push them out with something. We'll do that in a minute now. Okay, so this is a target that I shot with a Katran. That's a standard magazine, under 5p. DARC magazine, under 5p. And the JCE one, as you can see, well under a 5p. In fact, this is an M8 washer, so the hole in the middle is 8mm, give or take. So they're all under 8mm. So I'm well happy with that, to be fair. But if you find that interesting, please like and subscribe. Thanks, catch you next time.